You don't know. Bad man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's body baby, oh. He's body baby, oh.
Hey YouTube fam, it's your girl Leah back again with another video. In today's video, as you can see from the title, we're going to be discussing the most natural looking crochet styles. Meaning, is that your hair girl? The ones that's going to get you is that your hair girl. Like, fooling people, like gooping the girls, like gagged, honey. They're shocked when they find out that is not your own hair. And what's prompting me to make this video, because I've made it 2 years ago. I made it 2 years ago, but over the last 2 years, I've tried more hair that surprise, that astonish, that give people a, oh, that's you, girl, type of a feeling. I'm making this video because I posted my install on this hair, and people were shocked. They were like, I didn't know that was you the whole time, because if you follow me on Instagram and TikTok, you see me kind of throughout before I get the install up. I live my life and I'm out and about and I'm doing things, and I don't get the install up until maybe the next week, the following week. You might see me. You don't see the transition. I went from a transition of I did have a wash and go, and then the next couple of photos you saw me, I had not a wash and go, but you didn't know because you thought I'm trying to have the hair that make people think you thought. Like they thought. And when I say natural, I know some people are going to be like, well, Freeress go-go curls is natural to somebody. And that's true. I was on TikTok the other day when I was coming up with my idea for this video, and I was like, dang, that's going to ruin my thoughts, because this girl had beautiful bouncy curls. This is her natural hair. And it was giving a go-go curl. I was like, her natural curl is like Freeress Go Girl, Wild Wigs Water Wave, or like it is a natural 3A. There are natural 3A, 3B girlies. I am not that. No one would believe. No one, if they knew me, would believe that that's my natural hair. I'm talking the ones that they would believe is. It could be. Maybe I would not need to manipulate my hair in some way, but I'm all about a natural look. I know some people don't care. Some people are like, if it's fake, it's fake. I don't care. I still have those times and moments where I feel a little bit of like, you thought, yeah, or I get the compliments and I love your hair. I don't even correct them. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I know they mean it from a genuine place. Like they thought this was my hair. So that's what I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you, when I say natural, something that could occur naturally to me, but what a natural style can't be. So I got a comment the other day. Someone asked me for a human hair recommendation for the, it was either the Rostfree Ziggy braid or the Freeress Brazilian braid. If you know that hair, you know that type. Someone asked me for a human hair equivalent to that, and I had to say there isn't, because there isn't a human's hair that grows out of their scalp like that. You know, we know Burmese curly, we know, Cantonese, we know Indian Remy, we know all the hair types. We don't have a human hair is acquired, from a human. And so that human's hair has to grow in a way that could be that. There is nothing out there, unfortunately, that looks like a Freeress Brazilian, because that's manipulated and that's made in a manufacturer. And that's the great thing about synthetic. Synthetic can make curls that don't occur naturally in life, like a soft dread hair. That's not someone's actual hair texture. They could get it if they used a very thin one curl and then did it all throughout the hair. They could achieve that, but no one's hair grows out of their scalp looking like that. So you can't have a human equivalent unless you manipulated a human equivalent type of a thing, if that makes sense. So I'm talking natural looking. I'm going to do both synthetic and human, but I'm going to start with synthetic, and I'm going to start with the BC Jerry curl hair, the hair in my head, the hair that's making me want to make this. The thing I like about it is that they actually have it in my natural color as well. My natural color, okay, let's stop playing. My natural color, of course, is a 2. My hair out my scalp grows in a 2-ish kind of color. However, when I say natural, I mean my hair dyed. You guys know my hair is dyed. I've been dyeing my hair for the last probably 7 years, 4RC Cherrywood by Clairol. But because my hair is colored, sometimes I'm like, oh my God, is the brand gonna have my color? I was surprised. When I ordered this, of course I ordered this online. I didn't know what was gonna come in. You look at the site, you just pray. You just say, is a T430 gonna match? It matched, it blended. It's my natural hair if I wand curled it. So I do have leave out, and I did wand curl that a bit to match this. I thought my hair in a twist out was this. It could be if I let probably the twist out sit for a little bit, and it would depend on the size of the twist out, but I was being lazy and I just wand curled my hair and I achieved this look. My mom was here the other day. She came and visited me and she was like, oh, you took out, what hair did you, I never saw the hair you had in. She saw me when I got the braid down for this because I came to her house afterwards and I was like, I got a braid down. But then she never saw me with any hair on top of the braid down. So she came over and she was like, what happened to that braid down you got a few weeks ago? You didn't use it? What, you took it out? I was like, no, I utilized it, honey. This is it. And so if I could fool my mama, the woman who birthed me, the woman who's known me most of my life, case closed. I did what I needed to do, honey. The hair did what it needed to do. This is natural to me. The low maintenance natural. I love this. I don't know if the review is up yet. It shouldn't be up yet. I'll put this up before the review. But once you see that review, you saw the install. When you see the review, I can't say enough good things. Low maintenance, water friendly, active friendly, short, natural, stylish, summer friendly, summer appropriate. This is the Queen Natural. But before this was the Queen Natural, you know what my Queen Natural was. And it still is. It's the Rostfree Tahiti Curl. Another brand that does color rail. Another brand that gets my color down pat. When I say they got it, they got the colors. They got colors you couldn't even think of. They got colorful blues, reds, violets. Rostfree gets I tip my hat off to them because they do it all. They might have too many colors if there's a such thing. But this was my hair in a wash and go. It's so funny because I did a wash and go right before I put in Rostfree Tahiti Curl. Like I had my hair in a wash and go. And then I went into Rostfree Tahiti and people didn't even see. They were none the wiser. I went from a 1 day wash and go, next day Rostfree Tahiti. People didn't even know. They didn't even clock it, honey. Had a little bit of leave out for that as well. And that's the key indicator on if a hair is natural. It was if I can leave my own hair out. If I can't leave my hair out, like I couldn't leave my hair out on a Freeress press. I keep saying Go Presto. I've tried billions of hair at this point, and I still keep going back to them because, you know, as pretty as they are, they're never me. They're never they're never my own hair where I would ever feel comfortable having a leave out situation. Now, I think the queen of a good Freeress, like natural hair type hair is the Freeress Water Wave and the Freeress Bohemian braid. Two so natural looking hair, so natural. The one con is that I don't know if they have me. They don't have my color in it. So every time I've worn it in a black, and it's like, well, I would love it if they had it like in a color like this, but still not shiny. That's the thing too about Freeress. Sometimes they can have a little bit of shine at first, but I think if you rinse it first or you wear it out over time, it starts to gain a natural feel to it as well. Some of that shine gets kind of knocked off with a bit of wear. Freeress Bohemian, honey, y'all know that's the whole reason I have a channel. I wouldn't be talking to y'all without Freeress Bohemian. Freeress Bohemian started this journey. I'm standing beside a Freeress Bohemian in this photo, and you see how jacked up my hair is, and you see how natural my friend's hair looks. And I couldn't determine at all what she had going on. I said, "What is that, Queen? What do you got in?" She's like, "This is crochet hair, girl." And 1 week from that date, I turned this camera on, and I had discovered something, honey. I was Dora the Explorer, explored and found a style that worked, and it was because of Freeress Bohemian, because of how natural it looked on my friend. And in the same vein, let's keep on the Freeress train. Like the ringlet wand curl from Freeress, very natural looking, very natural. It's not my favorite because I'm not in love with the big bouncies on me. You guys know I'm never a fan of the sensational Jamaican bounces or all that. I just can't frame it with my face to make me feel like I love it. Like I don't know. And there's such a good audience for the ringlet wands and all of that. And it's just something with me. When I put it on my face, I'm like, Talia, that ain't you, girl. That ain't you. Not every style can be you. And I think that style's not me, but I can't deny it's natural. And a lot of, if you can notice, a lot of these are more short styles too. They're less than 12 inches. I think that gives credence to the naturalness of them. Next, we have the authentic ocean wave, and really all the ocean waves have a natural look to them. Like, they are all kind of that yuckier texture, but I use authentic because it blended well with my own natural hair. I did have a little bit of leave out for that as well. And authentic at least had a color that matched. I'm sure Rostfree did as well. I tried the Rostfree Lake Wave, but I tried that in a darker color. I'm sure they had a dead ringer match now that I think about it. But the lake waves, the ocean waves, they're my hair, but like if I blew it out, and also I had like 10 more inches of hair. But yes, those are very natural looking. Now, when we flip over to the human side of things, I gotta start with another recent hair of mine, the Eon Tight Curly. I think that's the most recent hair outside of this one that I've tried. I've gone from natural to natural, natural to natural. Don't we love to see it? No, I think I had that wild wigs in between. But before that wild wigs, I had that natural looking tight curly. That's my hair right there, y'all. That was me. So natural looking, as it should be, because again, it's human. And human, I think it's a cheat a little bit to have a lot of human on this list. That's why I was like, should it be synthetic only? But I'd be remiss if I didn't bring in a couple of the humans. Human is going to be probably a little bit more on that natural side because it is from a human. It's from a natural person's head. So of course, that Eon Tight Curly definitely makes a list, and it matched my hair so beautifully. Do I have leave out? I think I had a little bit of leave out. Or did I not have leave out? I had leave out. I had leave out. Of course. Why would I diet if I didn't have leave out? I had leave out. But again, loved it. Next, on the more expensive side, we have that Coily Q hair. Every hair from Coily Q I think I tried is very natural looking. The thing about it though, they were so expensive. I think there's cheaper out there. And that's the one thing about it. Like, that's why when you guys, if you ever, you're like, well, why have you done a little bit more sponsored content this year? Why did you do sponsored human hair? The thing, recession indicator. The thing about it, like when I did Coily Q, I spent over like 500 on one hair, over 600 on one hair. The video itself made $80. I think people think, YouTuber, you always make money. Like, I spent a lot of money on that Coily Q hair. And, I didn't make my money back at all. I came out really red in that situation. And human hair is expensive. And I felt like I feel more comfortable buying a Y Wigs or Eon hair type of a thing, but not overbuying it, not buying like over and over again. Not the way y'all want me to be trying these human hair. I ain't got it like that. Again, we in turbulent market times, honey. That Coily Q was so expensive, and I can't justify. It looks so natural. It was very natural looking, but I do think the Eon hair, while Wigs hair, are much more affordable options. And it pains me to say that, but I can never have you guys spend too much money. Even if the hair is incredible, I think there are other incredibles. I've started this channel on the backs of foundations of I want to gear you to the right choice and the most affordable choice. I don't want y'all overspending. I think Coily Q, natural looking hair, very beautiful, but not super affordable. And it took forever with the shipping. I'm talking like, what was it, 6 weeks to ship this? Again, respect the brand, respect everything, but I cannot in good conscience promote them when there are 2 brands. Another company I spent my own coin on, the Shake and Go. Hate that elastic loop, love that price though. Bohemian, so natural looking, all of that. But that elastic loop sucks. That sucks, y'all. And I would 100% promote that over Eon and Wow Wigs if y'all got rid of that elastic loop. That elastic loop makes it look silly. Y'all look silly. And y'all are Shake and Go. Y'all have Freeress, Milky Way, Saga, Equal. Y'all have all the brands. Y'all got the money to manufacture the baddest hair in the game. And unfortunately, y'all doing something silly with that elastic loop. So it looks so natural. Hair looks super natural. I tried the Bohemian mixed with a little bit of their water. I did like 3 of their hair all mixed together. And I think 2 out of 3 looked very natural. Deep curl was just a little bit too wavy, so that's more probably leaning towards like a 3B 3A, but the other 2, the Bohemian and the water curl, both were so natural looking. So those are my thoughts on the natural. You guys let me know down below though. I don't feel like I've tapped everything there is in the natural world. Like, I don't know if I've tapped things that are natural. Now again, look at the hair before y'all comment it and make sure it's don't come up with nothing. Don't come up with no, what about this braided hair? I said natural. I said it could look like it's growing out of my scalp naturally. Leave me some options. I'm happy to try them, happy to review them, happy to bring my thoughts onto them as well. And bonus points if they have a great color selection as well. You know, I love to see that. Make sure while you're down there leaving me those comments that you're also giving this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Give it a big thumbs up even if you didn't. We want all the love and support over here on this channel, as well as we want you subscribed so you don't miss a thing we do over here, and have that notification bell on so you're alerted when we do new things over here. Make sure you're following me on Instagram at Lia Lavon 89 to keep up with my shenanigans in real time. TikTok at Lia Lavon, which is a few more shenanigans in a bit more real time. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.